Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio on this? More or less? Okay, thanks. Um, Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn, and this is Welcome to My World, the afternoon edition at 2:30 on the 8th of December, which is a Tuesday. And so, we've had some interesting movements up and down on these markets. Of course, that's what they do every day is go up and down. Um, let's see. Uh, I am getting used to watching these 810. Uh, these are the sharpshooter charts. And I've got several of those up, and I am starting to develop an eye for those. Some of the people have caught on to that a little faster than I have, but then that doesn't surprise me. I just learned off of the apexes. If you are trying to learn this, the classic apex, we've had some great trades on crude oil this morning once it changed into the green E. But I'm finding that with the volume on this histogram, this is really helpful. And these yellow candles that are telling you that there's going to be some chop in there, that's also a good thing. When you get an E and it has pushed through settlement like this, that is almost always a fabulous trade. So if you took that from the top of this E or the top of the P bar or 3 ticks above the E or from settlement or from the open today, which is this little dotted turquoise line, any of these entry points right here, and you just stayed with the program, notice what's happening here with this deviation mountain. I love these trades. This deviation mountain is going right on up. As long as this thing goes up like this market will keep on moving. So you've basically got a couple of things. You got a lot of volume in here. Went right up to this big magnet at 38.60, and that was a very nice run right there. So you can expect it when it starts going up like this. It's not going to go forever, unfortunately. But when it came back down, you can take it also. You should have had a trend catcher. Trend catcher usually picks up the bottom of the A's and the top of the P's really well. But this is the half deviation right here. And just take it down. Notice right here at the bottom of this range channel, the bus driver definitely knows where the bottom of the range channel is, goes right to it. So, if you can sit through this and trail your stop with the predictor on the MVP, that's fine. That makes me a little nervous. I'd rather take my money and get out and get back in and see where he's going to go the next time. So this yellow lighted spot here is to remind you that when this thing appears, you're 30 minutes from the open outcry close. So unless this was a very nice trade in here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking it. But I didn't see a place where the bus was going to go except up to this magnet. And it's the time of day, and I don't like this kind of stuff in here. Some people are more comfortable with that, but everybody kind of has to find their own way here. So we have the VIX is climbing. It's trading 1739 right now. We'll see what happens to these indices tomorrow because they are well below At least the YM is definitely below, YM and the ES below pretty good pivot points to the low side. So if this keeps, our VIX keeps going on up, and we still have, I'm trying to watch these back month crude oil contracts to keep track of what the pricing is on those right now, and the pricing is still going above where we're trading now. So, and let's see. Oh, I know what I wanted to do today too. This morning I meant to do that is to we have a I don't have access to all of the assorted birthdays and what have you, but today happens to be Jim's birthday, so we want to wish him a happy birthday. If anybody has a birthday, why, let us know and we'll wish you a happy birthday too. So let's see. Kelly, what you're asking me a question here. What was the close to the edge of the expected range? About it was close. Oh, I see what you're asking me. These expected ranges, and I don't know, I don't watch other markets as closely as I have with crude oil, but I can tell you that the tops and the bottoms of these range channels, these range boxes, I think box is a better word. They look like boxes, and it's sometimes easier to see on the 10-minute, but the bus driver knows exactly where those things are. They go right to the top of those and right to the bottom. And there was a trade this morning. Well, now I've got this. I guess I clicked too many buttons here. So be aware if you're trading crude oil of where these range channels are, because they're important levels. And where did I get my 3860 magnet on? That is not an automatic, it's a manual. And I have two notebooks that I keep. One is my everyday trading notebook, and I make notes in there of little things I want to remember and what's going on. But I keep a whole separate notebook. I've kept it for a very long time. I mean, I've probably kept it for 3 or 4 years or more. With the magnets on crude oil. So I go to my big fat old notebook, and I keep adding new ones all the time, and under certain market conditions, and I divine those out of my historical fat notebook. So let's see, and they are working. I know the programming the magnets is on the list. I think there are other things that are a bigger priority right now on Santa's list, but anyone, yeah, my notebook is for sale. Yeah, right. You couldn't make heads or tails out of it. But so anyway, and let's see. I think that's about all. Tomorrow, well, I just had the computer disappear. Anyway, it's interesting. Tomorrow is crude oil inventory. It's at 10:30. And so we will have some volatility tomorrow for sure with that. We've seen the rig count go down for the last, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks. A couple weeks ago, it was significantly down. Between U.S. and Canada, there were 20 rigs taken offline in 1 week, and that's a lot. The there is a bond auction tomorrow at 1:05, I believe, and I think it's the 10-year notes. So, yes, and Jeff just posted in here. Thanks, Jeff. That's very kind of you. There is a video that Daryl did on how to figure out these magnets. If magnets are new to you, you might not be familiar with the spelling of magnets. They're spelled M-O-N-E-Y. So if M-O-N-E-Y is of any interest to you, it might behoove you to look at that video and start getting real familiar with how to find those, because they're not difficult. They're not difficult, but I can promise you the bus drivers know where those things are. And the reason they know that is because they've done a lot of business there. They've got a lot of passengers. They've either taken off passengers or had new passengers coming on, but bus drivers are real familiar with the magnet lines, or if you prefer, the money lines. So, I think that's about all I have today. Hope everybody had a wonderful day today. I am really glad to see people posting their charts in here. You have no idea how valuable that is, especially to the new people that come in, because this is, I mean, believe me, this is overwhelming if you've never seen this stuff before. So if you're sitting there feeling a little like, I don't know about all this stuff, don't worry. We've all been there. We've all been through it. But posting charts and marking them up and asking questions, stay in demo for sure until you're absolutely positive that you've got your confidence and you have your rules. Write your rules down, stick them right in front of your face, and do not trade without that checklist. And pretty soon it'll become second nature to you. And then you won't feel so much like you're just hit and miss and hit and miss. Okay? So this has been my view in my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.